It's the most difficult question for me to answer. Welcome back, friends. Welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. It's almost the weekend, Memorial Day weekend at that. Difficult, nigh onto impossible sometimes, and that question is, which saddle should I ride? Really hard for me to say, because I can't feel what you're feeling. That would be inappropriate. And everybody's different. So I can give you advice. I can tell you what has worked for me. Other people can tell you what has worked for them. But they can't tell you for sure that it's going to work for you. And this can present some problems. And, Ross sent me an email after the last Ask Me Anything, and he was asking about the difference between C17 cambium and a C17 carved. So C17 and C17 carved. And why would somebody choose one over the other? Is it just a preference? And I told you that I'd kind of give you an update on how I was getting along with the saddles from Selle Anatomica. So put them together, and you've got hopefully what is an informative video. So it is preference completely, whether you ride a saddle that's got a cutout or whether you ride a saddle that doesn't have a cutout. I personally have never had any use for saddles with cutouts, but I know plenty of people and have known plenty of people that swear by them. The problem is, how do you tell? How can you figure out which one's right for you without spending, $250 or $300 on saddles before you figure it out? Well, this is where having a local bike shop that has their poop in a pile to some extent will be helpful, because you would hope that you could come across a bike shop that's got some demo saddles that you can, try out for a couple of rides, a week or two, say. And then you can try a B17, a C17, a C17 carved, and figure out which one is right for you before you buy it. That's the ideal situation. The other option is you buy it and, it doesn't work, and then you either end up with a stack of saddles in your garage, or, you sell it on eBay or Facebook Marketplace for, 30 or 40% less than what you paid for it. The whole idea behind a saddle is that it has to give you support. It has to support the sit bones, the ischial tuberosses. And if those bones are supported properly, adequately, that's going to remove the pressure from the bits in between, right? I mean, that's really what we're shooting for. So if you get on a saddle and you've got some discomfort or what's a better word? Tenderness in the bones, the area where the bones are, well, when you're breaking in a saddle, I don't care what anybody says, that's probably to be expected. If you've got pain, pressure, sensitivity, discomfort in those bits in between, that's no bueno. That tells me that the saddle isn't the right width. Mostly the saddle isn't the right width, or it's just not shaped properly for you. And then you have to, you go back to square one and you try something else until you can get on it and go, okay, well, it feels like a new saddle, but it doesn't feel like it's going to be a problem. That's the way I've done it. Selle Anatomica is, for me, and I know there are people out there that love them, a mixed bag. So this is their slotted saddle that is, good for riders up over 200 pounds. And if you're looking for something that you get on and it doesn't even feel like there's a saddle there, that may be a great option because it doesn't even feel like you're sitting on a saddle. I didn't get any pressure really from the spot where the cutout is, which sometimes can be an issue. You've taken away the pressure here where the hole is, but now you've added 2 more places where you can have pressure where the slot is, the edge of the slot. I didn't feel that, but it just, for me personally, way too soft. I thought, man, I'm going to break this thing down in no time. And it could be that that wouldn't be the case, but I just don't know how it could be any other way. It is so squishy. But it's comfortable. The non-slotted saddles, pretty good. A little longer than a Brooks, so the positioning isn't, kind of apples to apples. What I would normally do is just measure from the back of the saddle to a point, center of the handlebar / stem, and then I would just put the new saddle in that position. This saddle being longer, that measurement didn't really work out. The saddle needed to be a little farther forward than a Brooks. My Brooks is. For me, with a Brooks leather saddle, I'm always going to have the nose tilted up just a little bit, pointing at the handlebars. These, for me, the Selle Anatomica seemed to feel better when it was set up flat. But I've got the really stiff one on the Bridge Club right now. It's pretty good. I like the fact that they're made in the U.S. I like the fact that they've got on some of their saddles now actual what they call Chicago screws. So you can loosen these up, the rivets come out, and you can actually replace the top when the top gets too floppy. I've heard some stories that can be kind of challenging to do, but still, I think it's a great idea. Yeah. So, all in all, I'm probably going to go back to my Brooks, but I think these are a great option for somebody. They're pretty good. I hope that answered some questions. I hope you guys have had a great week. Thanks for watching. Make sure to click the thumbs up button. That does help a ton. And if you have any questions, put them down in the comments below. Job done. Till next time, be nice, work hard, ride bikes, play music when you can. I'll talk to you soon.